Okay, this is for Gleam in C standard. So this is the other new songs. We'll call it new song 2 for now. We haven't got the title down, but it's pretty well written. Um, so this one begins. This one's a little complicated. It's got this pretty a chord I really like. It's the 9th fret of the D string and the 12th fret of the G string. So the rhythm's a little odd. So that's the first chord. Then you just move down to a power chord for the 7th fret of the D, 9th fret of the G. And you just kind of strum it like this. Kind of get that little slide thing in there. It's kind of odd. So then we have another like major 7th chords. So 8th fret of the low E, 10th fret of the A string, barred, 8th fret of the D string, and 9th fret of your G string to get. You just keep that shape, move it up a whole step to the 10th fret. So and then you go back just like that. So here's this part played. I always let the my low string always kind of drone. There's lots of droning strings, but you don't have to. So that's that whole first section. It's pretty easy. So then we move to this second section that is the 14th fret of your A string and the 15th fret of your B string with your D and G strings muted. And your low string ring. So then you switch it, you go from that chord to this chord, which is the 15th fret of your low, your E string, the 14th fret of your D string, with the rest of the strings ringing. And you kind of hit an open A in between those. Now I'm doing little embellishments, but they're not necessary to the chord. I'm adding this. So that's just the 14th fret of your low E and the 15th fret of your G. But you don't even really need to add that one. That's kind of extra too. Really, the main is just jump between and the in this kind of rhythm. Reaching the pinky up to the 17th fret of the A sometimes. It's another little embellishment things, but you can hear it mostly. Sometimes I jump down to then I'm moving that shape up to the 17th fret of the low E and the 16th fret of the D to transition into this third section, which these are some pretty interesting chords. It's the 3rd fret of your low E 3rd fret of your A, and the 2nd fret of your D string. So that's your first chord. It's a real heavy one. You can let the other strings ring. Then the 2nd string of, the 2nd fret of your low E string, 2nd fret of your A string, and the 4th fret of your D string. That's kind of a weird one too. So then it is this shape, which is for the 3rd chord. The 2nd fret of your A string, 3rd fret of your B string, with the other strings muted, but the high E string ringing too. So I'm sorry, I actually missed that once. It's actually the 2nd fret of your A string, 2nd fret of your D string, and then the 3rd fret of your B string. And this is the kind of thing I've been doing, but I really like the sound of these chords. I've been trying to work them into the song for a while. So then you bring that same shape down to the 7th fret of your A string, and then the 8th fret of your B string with the other strings muted. And then you go to the 5th fret of your A string, 7th fret of your B string, back to the coda of this section. So it goes. Go right from that back to the first section. Back to So then we did that section again. And then we just go, it's like the same as the first chords, but we do this like some crazy tremolo stuff. Kind of ends with Dale's doing a blast, and then I'm just tremoloing, and it'll fade out to my guitar just tremoloing. And we're still fleshing this one out a little bit. I just wanted to get all caught up to date. So I'll play the whole thing through, and we'll figure it out later. Okay. it just ends with me tremolo in there, you know. It makes a lot more sense with what Dale's doing, but you'll see. But it's based out of those main chords. And then you can add that in there too. I do some of that. So, like, the main roots are the 14th fret of the A string, 15th fret of the A string, 12th fret of the A string, and obviously that main 15th fret of your low E. So. And I'll probably like connect them all together in the end, and I'll just do like some crazy pedal atmosphere deal. But there you go. That's that one.